The matches are starting. And oh, double long bar start. And we have a contribution from Nizuna, $5. Thank you very much for your generosity. We are currently at $206. So yeah, the link to Gemma Chorino is in the chat. If you wanna contribute, feel free to use the link. Yeah, and let's make this prize pool bigger. Last year we had over $880, if I'm not mistaken. So it would be cool if we can beat this year. Okay, so Shuichi already started with about one Tetris lead over Luki. And Weisbrot, Gunter. Gunter starts with one Tetris. This time we play best of five, and we will be playing best of five until the end of the tournament. So only round zero matches were best of three. Now the winner of the match has to win 3 games in order to advance to the next round. Okay, so Weisbrot and Gunter, exactly the same score. Shuichi is trying to outpace Luki already, the paceman. 208 after 49, so Shuichi already with a very, very nice pace. Yeah, looking at a bad pace at all, but as you know, Shuichi can get some very, very high paces on 18, and it's difficult to follow the German player. But now this might be a little bit of a slowdown. Shuichi needs to burn few lines. Luki gets the longboard to fill the dependency, and Shuichi is still like 1.5 Tetris ahead. On the top, we have Gunter about 1 Tetris ahead. After 55 lines, both players over 200k, so it looks like, yeah, we have also a decent game going up. Oh, and Luki now with a little bit of troubles, but got a long bar to lower the board, and now Luki is trying to survive this board. Shouldn't be the end of the world, but Luki needs to stay focused. Oh, and doesn't flip the piece, and Luki tops out at 226,000. So Shuichi takes game number one, and Shuichi leads 1-0. GG's. The top match we have Weisbrot with 294, Gunter with 298, and on the bottom the second game already started. So Shuichi started with 14 pushdown points. So very effective pushdown for Shuichi. Normally you get like 12, 11 points for your first pushdown, and Shuichi was able to get 14. And Weisbrot and Gunter, they are playing a very close game. Uh, actually, yeah, 1000 separates both players. We're approaching 90 lines, so still 40 lines before a transition. Um, yeah, so still a lot to be played. So yeah, now this time Luki is keeping the pace with Shuichi. And simul Tetris for Gunter and Weisbrot match. 110, 112 lines. So slowly but surely we are approaching the level 19 transition in the top match. So let's see who of these two players is better prepared to play post transition. Both players are playing DAS, so yeah, level 19 might be tricky for DAS players. As we know, they are both very experienced competitors, and they can do some amazing games. They can play some amazing games. So let's see how it goes. Simul Tetris, 522 transition for Weisbrot, 465 for Gunter. So Weisbrot was able to build a little bit of like 60k elite going into level 19. Shuichi, meanwhile, a little bit higher, should be able to, bring it down. Nice, like two Tetrises ahead, but Shuichi misdropped the T. This is a very weird misdrop for the German player. And now Shuichi needs to find a way how to bring the board down. Should be possible, but yeah, you never know. You never know. So you can get some unfavorable pieces or misdrop the piece, yeah, in a very, very weird way, like Shuichi did. And now Shuichi is fighting for his life, and Shuichi tops out at 152,000. So Luki has a chase down. 153 is the target for the Austrian player to take this game from Shuichi. So unfortunate early top out for Shuichi. Luki has a chance, and at the top, Weisbrot 73,000 points ahead. Gunter in a little bit of a mid-stack situation, and Luki takes the game, and it's 1-1 in the bottom match. Top match, we still are in game number one, but Gunter's board is now a little bit high, and it's very challenging. I'm afraid Gunter can't do much here. I'm afraid Gunter needs to top out. And Weisbrot takes game number one. Weisbrot leads 1-0. GG's. Yeah, so the game number three underway on the bottom match between Shuichi and Lukideluxe. It's 1-1 after two games. The top match it's 1-1, 1-0 for Weisbrot, and it looks like Weisbrot is mullining the game because this is like nice pace, and probably it looks like we will have Weisbrot trying to complete the max out here. Oh, but Weisbrot unfortunately hangs the O piece, and tops out with 8-11 at level 25. So very nice competitive game for the German player. Meanwhile, at the bottom, Shuichi and Luki playing at almost the same Tetris rate. So it looks like a yeah really weird start of the match for Shuichi. Maybe Shuichi is not fully warmed up yet. Who knows? Who knows? Best of five, so yeah, still some games to be played in this match. And Grandmaster Ubero says in the chat, should be Vibrant Shuichi that wins these matches. Yeah, on paper, but don't take away the chances from their opponents. Let's see how the matches develop. Shuichi currently with about one Tetris advantage, 187 after 38 lines, so a very, very nice start of this game for the paceman. And at the top, we still have early days, but Gunter already 3 lines ahead. Oh, and Weisbrot now is a little bit high. Should be fine with bringing it down, but needs to be careful. Oh, and this is now getting tricky for Weisbrot. I'm not sure if Weisbrot can survive it, and this will be unfortunately an early top up for Weisbrot, and Gunter takes this game, and it's 1-1. Yeah, and at the bottom, currently Luki more or less one Tetris ahead of Shuichi. Yeah, so Luki is trying to put some pressure on Shuichi, and Shuichi with a closed well now needs to yeah, bring this down, open the well, needs to burn some lines, and it looks like Shuichi is now fine. Opens the well, gets long bar for Tetris, 286 for Shuichi, but meanwhile 299 for Luki, so Luki is still ahead. And this is a pretty consistent play by the Austrian player. And at the top, we have exactly the same score for Weisbrot and Gunter after 15 lines. So yeah, we have game number 3 on both matches. So one of the players who wins the game will be on the match point, going into game number 4. Nine. And Luki and Shuichi slowly but surely approaching the level 19 transition. We have like around 30 lines to go. And Shuichi is now getting higher and higher with this board. Lucky with a clean board and only one Tetris behind. And Shuichi with very serious of very weird misdrops. And I'm afraid Shuichi can't do anything more. Shuichi tops out at 427. So Luki is only one Tetris away from taking this game from Shuichi. Guys, what is going on here in this match? Luki needs only. Oh, and Luki has has a drought to survive. But Luki doesn't need the Tetris, but gets the Tetris. And Luki is leading 2-1. 2-1 after 3 games. Shuichi with very weird match so far. Not what we expected, probably, but yes, Shuichi can still come back to it. But Luki is having a very consistent play right now, and if the Austrian player can continue, maybe we can have a surprise result already in round 1. Let's find out. But we have the upper match going between Weisbrot and Gunter. Gunter currently almost 2 to 3 is ahead. We're halfway through level 18, so still a lot to be played on level 18 speeds. Okay, so we have Shuichi and Luki preparing for their preparing for their fourth game, and this is a must-win for Shuichi. So yeah, a lot of pressure on Shuichi already in round 1 of this tournament. This looks also like Luki is a very good mood, very positive. So maybe Luki can capitalize on it. Weisbrot and Gunter at 90 lines. Gunter with one Tetris, yeah, two Tetris is real lead. For 14 for Weisbrot, 456 for Gunter. Still about 30 lines before transition. And at the bottom, yeah, early stages of game number 4. And Shuichi and Lucky are now experiencing a little bit of a drought. But Shuichi needs to be careful. Shuichi can't go too risky. Oh, and this is, yeah, becoming a little bit tricky for Shuichi, but Shuichi wisely burns some lines. Shuichi needs to be very, very careful. Can afford topping out here. Needs to bring the board down. And Luki playing a very clean game. Already 63,000 ahead. So Luki, it looks like Luki wants to put as much pressure on Shuichi's shoulders as possible. Okay, so Shuichi is clean. Shuichi is back in business. And at the top, Gunter with a very nice 537 score after 123 lines. We are approaching transition, and Gunter kind of needs to prepare the board for transition. This is kind of difficult, but yeah, now Gunter against the control. Weisbrot at 527 on level 19. Gunter will transition with 568. And yeah, we have a 19 play to decide the winner of this game. It's 1-1 after two games. And on the bottom, Luki with two Tetrises, almost two Tetrises advantage over Shuichi. And it looks like Shuichi can't find, the proper rhythm now to get a clean game going. Here and there, some, inaccuracies happen to Shuichi, who needs to fix the board here and there. Luki is like able to play a little bit cleaner. 571 for Weisbrot, meanwhile 599 for Gunter in our top match. Gunter, yeah, slowly but surely opening the well. Will probably build for a Tetris. Weisbrot is a little bit further from getting a Tetris. 606 for Weisbrot, 634 for Gunter. And at the bottom, Shuichi is closing the gap. Yeah, actually we are now. We were at the same score, but Luki is still like one Tetris ahead at 4 lines behind. So actually, it's like about two real Tetris lead. Shuichi is playing, yeah, higher, therefore he's able to clear more lines. And at the top, 650 against 646. So a neck and neck situation. Yeah, board advantage Gunter, I would say, for a moment. Weisbrot needs to reopen it at. He's doing a good job. He's bringing it down, so Weisbrot should be fine soon. And at the bottom, Shuichi finally was able to overtake Luki's score, and Luki with a weird hang of a T-piece. This will slow him down a little bit. 323 for Shuichi, 285 for Luki. At the top, Weisbrot is trying to run away with the score. It's about 50k lead. We're on level 26, so slowly but surely we are approaching, yeah, the end of the game for the Dust players. 675 for Weisbrot, 719 for Gunter. And to Shuichi right now is about real lead about one Tetris, one and a half maybe. And Weisbrot and Gunter are on level 28. So final lines of this game, Weisbrot two Tetrises ahead. So yeah, Gunter will need some 29 playing to take this game. And Weisbrot tops out at 843. Gunter still alive, can still get something, but it looks like Gunter is going to top out as well. And Weisbrot takes the game, leads 2-0. GG's. Okay, so no level 29. Both players stopped out just before. Yeah, Mark Tetris, that was a great performance from both those players. I agree with that. And Shuichi takes the game from Luki, and we have a decider. It's 2-2 on the bottom. Shuichi was able to survive this game. So the final game, number 5, will decide who wins the match and advances to the next round. On the top, we have Weisbrot with 1 game advantage. So Gunter is the one who needs to win the next game in order to force a decider. Yeah, so let's see both games. Yeah, just started, and let's see if our top players, Weisbrot and Gunter, can play another full game here, or will they be forced to top out earlier. I hope they can play another full game, going like into kill screen and having like the game decided by a few thousand points or maybe a few hundred. It's always nice to watch. At the bottom we have Shuichi with 69,000, Luki with 28. Yeah, so can Shuichi survive the scare of the round one? Can Shuichi win the final game and advance to the next round, or will Luki be able to win as an underdog? Let's find out, guys. So we are here after 30 something lines in the top game, and and Weisbrot's board is climbing dangerously. This is now tricky for Weisbrot. Weisbrot needs to be careful. Okay, let's get some good pieces, good placements, and should be fine. Oh, blocked the well, but it shouldn't be anything that dramatic. 115 for Weisbrot, 171 for Gunter. So Gunter is able to build a little bit of a lead. And at the bottom, we have Shuichi already with 63 advantage. So this is kind of a struggle game for Luki. Luki can't get Tetrises. Yeah, this is like almost a never-ending story of burning for Luki, which is of course not good when you're playing against Shuichi, who finally found a proper rhythm. So Shuichi probably needed those few games to fully warm up. Okay, so we have Weisbrot 4 Tetrises behind, actually, at this stage of the game. So Gunter is able to build a nice healthy lead, and this is what he needs because Gunter needs to win this game in order to force a decider. Oh, and Luki's board is now getting higher and higher. Okay, get some burns, and Luki should be able to survive it. We have Luki with 77,000 only, Shuichi with 311, so Shuichi is running away massively with the score in this game. And at the top, Weisbrot still 4 Tetrises behind. Gunter is having a very nice clean game here compared to Weisbrot, who still struggles with some, yeah, with opening the well, but should be able to do. And Luki, unfortunately, Luki tops out, and Shuichi survives the round number one. Shuichi takes the game and a match, 3-2. So Shuichi's run in this tournament continues. And as I can see, we have we have the only one match left, the match between Weisbrot and Gunter. Shuichi, of course, is playing the game out, but the match is decided. So we can fully concentrate on the top match between Weisbrot and Gunter. Gunter still 100,000 points ahead. So Weisbrot wasn't able to reduce the deficit. And we are approaching the transition very, very soon. So, like, 3-4 Tetris's advantage going into level 19 for these two players, because like level 19 skill is comparable. Might be enough of an advantage, but we will see. We have 419 for Weisbrot, 473 for Gunter. Weisbrot also a few lines ahead, so this might be around 4 Tetris lead even for Gunter. Okay, 422 transition score for Weisbrot. Gunter now needs to skim few lines going into 19, and we have Gunter transitioning with 500. So 80k was the lead at the transition point, and now we have 19 race to decide who will be the winner of this game. And Weisbrot's board is getting a little bit tricky. Shouldn't be anything bad. Weisbrot should be able to handle the situation. But Gunter is able to score another Tetris. 136,000 advantage for the French player. And Weisbrot not able to set up a Tetris for a while. So we have Gunter with like 5 Tetris lead at this stage of the game. Oh, but Gunter forces some situation on his side, and this might be a difficult situation to survive. And I'm afraid Gunter's board is only climbing, and Gunter tops out at 592. This is a chance for Weisbrot to finish the match in this game. 593. If Weisbrot can get this score, this will be the end of the match. So Weisbrot is like 60,000, a little bit more than 60,000 away from it. Level 23, so all the time in the world for Weisbrot to complete this chase down. Can Weisbrot handle the pressure and do it in this game? 558, so not that far away, 30k more. So Weisbrot doesn't even need to go for Tetrises, but he will probably would like to, end it, nicely. 572 for Weisbrot, so 20k away. Level 25. The drought is forming, but the drought doesn't matter. The Weisbrot does not need any Tetrises. He needs to survive, clear the lines, and this is the way to win this match. 12,000 points more. The board is clean, and slowly but surely, Weisbrot approaching the required amount of points to take this game. 587, 4,000 points more, and it looks like Weisbrot has everything under his control. One more line, and this should be it. And Weisbrot clears the ride and wins the game and a match. 3-2-1. So very very nice performance by the German players in this set of the matches. Both Shuichi and Weisbrot were able to win their matches and there proceed to the next round, which will be round 2 of this tournament. Congratulations to the players. Thank you very much, Gunter and Luki, for your participation. And yeah, good luck, Weisbrot and Shuichi, in the next round of the event. So, guys, we will then prepare the next matches, and we will be we will be then back soon when we are done. So on this stream we will have Jesper. We'll have Jesper versus Tony and Alp versus Liliana. And I see that Dan is done with this refereeing, so he'll help me with the commentary. But we'll come back to you after the break.